Halli und hallo liebe Freunde, willkommen zurück hier im Spieleparadies mit mir, Maxi. Ich habe mich dazu entschlossen, mal eine kleine Auszeit von den Göttern zu nehmen und hier doch mal mit Opa zu reden. Einfach weil ich glaube, das ist ja letztens der Beginn von den Zeichen von Ragnarok gewesen. Bin mir unsicher, ob wir wirklich insgesamt schon so weit sind. Wo ist denn der Typ, Mensch? Haben wir hier noch einen Eingang in dem Langhaus? Das ist ja dämlich. So, da ist Opa. Die reden schon.
You're a long way from your king's side.
Eivor. Yes, a long stroll through the hills and fields of Mercia. Also, I could thank you.
Thank me?
For sending my brother to his just reward. In spite of the harm he caused you and everyone around you, I could not keep him in line in this life. But I have no doubt the Old Father will put him to good use in the next.
A darkness followed your brother. One I'm not sure he understood. But as you say, he is now where he belongs.
He is. And as a show of my thanks, I came to offer you a gift. A token of my respect.
Thank you.
Put it to good use, Wolf-Kissed. And may we meet again soon. On a battlefield if the fates are kind.
Der hat uns dafür gedankt, dass wir seinen Bruder umgebracht haben. Das war dieser Verrückte, wisst ihr noch? Ein Silberring. Okay. Damit hätte ich jetzt nicht gerechnet. Aber gut. Ist das halt so. Na, was ist das? Warte mal, wir haben hier noch einiges, was wir nicht erforscht haben, beziehungsweise besucht haben. Und deshalb denke ich, gehen wir jetzt einfach mal wieder...
Good to see you, darling.
Dieser Darling, okay. Ist schwierig. Gar nicht mal so einfach. Guck mal, so viel können wir gerade gar nicht. Ah, doch, 3 was. Okay, ist schon wieder... Nee. Das ist ja verrückt. Aber ich glaube, ich würde erstmal hier so ein bisschen westlich gehen.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
Okay. Okay, weil
All right, I'll be Gunner's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Ja,
Very
echt mal.
generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
Weil unser Schmied sich verlieben möchte und dort heiraten möchte. Kriegen wir dort einen Fuß in die Tür? Das glaube ich doch nicht. Ja, wir machen jetzt mal hier eine Schnellreise. Damit wir uns einen Teil des Weges sparen. Ich habe gerade überlegt, man könnte ja ein Land da hin, aber eigentlich... Nö.
Let's get out of here.
Flüsse Athena und Themese. Bestimmt die Themse, ne? Und Athena? Oh, peinlich. Geografie, Leute. Erstmal reisen wir jetzt zu unserem Ziel. Los geht's. Naja, sieht es doch schon leicht bewohnt aus. Wir haben auch eine neue Schnellreise dadurch freigeschaltet. Ein kleines bisschen müssen wir noch unserem Ziel fahren. Okay, dort kommen wir dann eh nicht weiter. So. Ihr macht das schon. Findet mal einen Parkplatz. Ich bin hier nur zum Mitfahren. Wuppa. Okay. Jetzt müssen wir ihn suchen. Da hinten, okay. Ja, schön sieht's hier aus. Nicht verschneit oder irgendwas. Ah, da ist er. Oh, hat er eine Frau gefunden. Es wird Reittier da. Geh mal weg. Ich will mit Gunnar reden.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Bavendine da, with Maisy Greeley.
Bitte was?
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath Mama Dad carried Evan Gilly than Anun. Conun helped druise me.
Bridget Man Power, the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this alderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim Jolch. Yw tŵ bags of air sich o gwmpas ych gilydd. Let Eivor gal clis llawn.
Bitte
Right,
was?
no daylight to waste then, huh?
Ich glaube, den mag Eivor nicht.
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skald for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain. Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
Natürlich. Hier sind Fragezeichen. Die habe ich immer noch nicht verstanden. Da hätten wir auch laufen können, oder? Was ist denn hier los?
There's
Nach
the
Party
elder
aus.
man. Kunan!
Oh.
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur.
Der sieht auch
Hands as
nicht glücklich
clammy
aus.
as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
Was hast du für ein Problem?
The way people here talk, Kunan's boots will be hard to fill. And your feet look small.
All good friendships often start with wit battles.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godride kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry.
Ja gut.
So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan. But your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
Ich weiß nicht, was ich von denen halten soll. Das ist alles gerade noch ein bisschen komisch, würde ich mal sagen.
Samhain. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around,
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
the profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear.
Mag den
But
nicht.
you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunan for your safe return.
Muss ich mit dem reden?
I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety.
Ja.
Find
Wildschweine.
somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
Ah, ich habe keine Pfeile mehr. Oh ja, mach den platt. Hey. Hallo? Hat hier jemand eine Pfeile für mich? Ich würde die gerne von der Ferne platten. Oh, egal. Nice. Und was macht der? Versteckt sich. Ja gut, so war ja. Uff. Hast du Pfeile für mich, Tefter?
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
Ja, bitte
More
nicht.
likely this shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Will den eigentlich nicht finden, nicht. Aber auch so das Gefühl, dass ich den vielleicht nicht unbedingt wiederfinden werde. Mal sehen, was er so hat.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
How did Tefter become Cunan's successor? He speaks with his god's fire, but I do not quite believe it.
I watched the Egloi's father as Harden call on Tefter. He believes Mavanade quite do.
Tragic that is. But I think the lad can still be molded, Eivor. You might be just the one to do that.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull.
Goll.
So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Niguiscalan Vela Sprudjon and Creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Glowachester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given? Huh. I have only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise.
God.
Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale, and you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering, but even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I will fill your shop with sheep.
Okay, komm, das machen wir noch schnell. Da ist eine Tür.
That house for sure.
Trick or treat.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Ha ha! Here then. Sweets for the Mary Louid. You've earned it.
Okay.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle scald.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar. Good.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Danke.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming, hidden neath the hood.
To its dwelling, face foretelling, it's the Mary Louid.
Well done.
Hey.
Look at these cakes! Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar! My cakes.
Was ist der denn jetzt?
Cast about. Gunnar!
I said, cloth ears.
Oh,
Take your
serious.
scot and piss off back to your...
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hooden more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
Was?
Pay for your sins.
Ach komm. So viel Schaden macht er
You
nicht.
lot we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't
Aber
want to
2
stay
gegen
in
1 ist
Gloucester?
unfair.
They know how to have fun.
Ach komm, lass Gunnar in Ruhe. Hey, ich wollte...
Spears, my leg.
Gunnar,
Beanavalis Macallon.
Ach ja, komm. Na los. Blatt damit. Na, wo geht's denn hin? Ja, mach ruhig. Dauert länger als gedacht.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Würde die gerne verstehen.
Your aid is welcome.
Men drown themselves in ale on Samhain, but I fear for the fragile peace when Tevder becomes eldermen.
With Dean and fall. Regardless of Poisiel Puar.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwenith, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
My mam Modron is known. I'm a humor towish Gudran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
Okay, die ist toll. So, jetzt müssen wir wieder den Tefter suchen, aber das machen wir das nächste Mal, Leute. Vielen, vielen Dank euch fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, euch hat es gefallen. Ich bin gespannt, wo das hier noch hinführt. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Macht's gut und tschüss.